Hello, everyone. My name is Devon Martin. I have the pleasure of introducing myself as Family First external support here in the home office at National Life Group. My role in the organization consists upon supporting you guys in whatever makes your business successful and also grow your sales. My hope for this session is that I can increase your revenue, provide some knowledge and solutions, and also talk about National Life Group at a high level to increase revenue for you guys for this year. I thank you for taking your time to join this session and attend the training. Any questions or anything you want to follow up on, I'm here as well. My contact information will be at the end of the presentation, as well as our sales desk here at National Life Group. So for those of you that haven't heard of National Life Group before, we're the second oldest insurance carrier in the industry. We were founded in 1848, which means we've been keeping our promises for over 172 years. We are also a mutual company. So what does it mean to be a mutual company? That means that we cannot be bought out or sold. Our policy holders are the owners of our organization. I know a lot of carriers can talk about themselves, talk about how fast they are growing as a life insurance organization, but numbers really don't lie. We did 88 million of targeted premium in life, and we finished in 2018 almost at 310 million. So what does that mean for you guys as agents? That means that your clients are going to be with a company that has a strong history and is really growing, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Clients can often ask what kind of company that their solution is with. And knowing that they're with a fortified and a strong company really speaks volume to what you guys do as agents. We credit a lot of our growth to our puzzle piece here at National Life Group. And in looking at this puzzle piece, I think we can all agree these are three of the most financial consumer concerns for people in our industry. Let's pick it apart. Die too soon. If you were to die too soon, would that be a problem for you and your family? Of course. Who's going to pay my mortgage? Who's going to take care of my business? Who's going to pay for my kid to go to college when I pass away? What about becoming ill? I can tell you the only thing more expensive than actually dying is surviving an illness. Whenever someone has a heart attack, cancer, stroke, whatever it may be, when they're lying in the hospital, the bills don't stop. Someone's still going to have to pay for the cell phone bill, the mortgage, Disney Plus, Netflix, whatever the case may be. Bills do not stop. What about living too long? I have a question for you guys. What's the number one fear for people at retirement? Outliving their money. The number one concern for people at retirement is outliving their money. People are living longer with medication, technology, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're saving more for retirement. All these three concerns can be solved under one umbrella here at National Life Group, and we're going to dig into that later in the session as well. Sticking with that becoming ill part of that puzzle piece, we have living benefits here at National Life Group. It's life insurance, not death insurance. Our living benefits can also be referred to as the accelerated benefit riders, or ABRs. In a nutshell, it's life insurance that you don't have to die to use. The living benefits are on all of our solutions, even term, at no cost on the policies. I have a question for you. What do you think this number represents? 35,600,000. What do you think that number represents? That's the amount of claims that were paid out in the year of 2019 for ABRs at National Life Group. This does not include death benefits or any other claims. This is strictly for the ABRs at National Life Group. So what does that mean? That shows that these are working, we're giving those promises to these clients, and it's life insurance that you don't have to die to use. We paid out 36 million in claims as of last year as a company to our policyholders. When it comes to our living benefits, we have 4 of them. At a high level, terminal illness, that's if you have 2 years or less to live. Chronic illness is if you can't perform 2 of your 6 activities of daily living. And then critical illness and critical injury, I actually provided a slide for that because I really wanted to show the other triggers that we have. Blindness, cancer, heart attack, stroke. I'm sure all of us can reflect and think right now that somebody in our life has had something like that unfortunately happen to them. Here at National Life Group, we can put those on our solutions to pay for your loved ones and for your clients to make sure they have that peace of mind. Also, when it comes to critical injury, National Life is the only insurance provider that provides critical injury on our policies. Coma, paralysis, severe burns, and traumatic brain injuries. A lot of agents are big with firefighters at our company, and they really like that severe burns aspect as far as our living benefits go. Continuing our living benefits, remember, they are tax-free because they're part of the death benefit. That means that you don't have to put them towards medical expenses. You can go on a vacation with your family. You can use them towards medical expenses. You can use them at your discretion. And also, our clients live to tell the story. If you actually go to YouTube and you type in National Life Group, you can see our clients telling the story of people who have actually utilized these living benefits, which shows you that they're not too good to be true. And another brilliant matter is you don't have to pay for them because they're no cost on the policy. Even if you remove these riders from your term or permanent life insurance policy, it does not change the premium that comes out of the client's pocket. They say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Other carriers will try to copy what we're doing with our living benefits, but we're truly competitive in the industry. Another great feature is we are one of the only carriers that allows you to actually illustrate what the living benefits payouts could be. So if you want to see hypothetically or a projection of what your payout would be, should you have cancer, should you have 2 years or less to live, we would actually include that in our proposals, in our illustrations for our clients and our agents. Speaking of competition, National Life is always up to date with our competition. I have this slide up here to ask you guys a question. Who here likes going to the dentist? Personally, I do not like going to the dentist. It's an inconvenience. I have to call and schedule, take time out of my day, and you sit there the entire time with your mouth open. It's very invasive and it's very uncomfortable. It used to be that with the old life insurance, you had to go through something like this as far as blood, urine, and exam in order to get life insurance. I'm here to tell you guys that it's easier than ever before to get life insurance. We have what's called our Easy Underwriting Program. Our Easy Underwriting Program makes it so you can go up to $2 million in death benefit, and there is no blood, no urine, no exam, and it is just the application. Depending on your age, it's either up to $1 million or $250,000. But what does this mean for you guys as agents? I can think off the top of my head numerous agents who have lost sales because they've had to go to their client for blood, urine, and it's a very invasive program. We're trying to make it as easier than ever before to get life insurance. Remember, somebody could have life insurance, but it could be the old life insurance, not the new life insurance. Easy underwriting makes it so you don't have to go through an exam and you can get the life insurance policy with just the application. One great feature, your risk class can be above average and you don't have to go through blood and urine to get your higher rate class. So as far as a risk class, underwriters assess the risk on a policy for individuals. A lot of times you might have to go through the blood or urine with other companies in order to get that higher rate class. However, with National Life Group, we'll give the best risk class that best suits the client by just using the application. More than 75% of the time, our cases go through the Easy Underwriting Program, which means it never touches an underwriter and it's just the application that's needed. So what does that mean at the same time with this program for you guys listening? That means that cases get issued and approved faster than ever. What does that mean when cases get issued and approved fast? That means that you guys get paid faster. More oftentimes than not, I see applications getting issued and paid within a week, if not sooner. So again, more efficient, more innovative, and that also means that the faster they get issued, the faster you get paid. Also, we have our next-gen electronic application. This application is pretty correlated with the Easy Underwriting Program. This app is great for you guys because it has reflexive questionnaires and intelligent underwriting. So let's peel back the onion with that. With this application, the client fills out their personal information. If the client was filling out a medical question and they selected no instead of yes, when they should have selected yes, this application would catch that. So I was working with an agent and a client had a prescription refilled about 5 years ago. They forgot about it, they never used it. The agent was filling out this application with them and the client selected no, I do not have a history of medication. This application actually did an electronic pop-up and said, essentially, are you sure? Because we found in our records that John did actually take a medication. What does that mean for you guys? That means that this application catches it on the front end. And once you submit the application, it really keeps all the information and makes it so the policy issues smoothly. Because in your sales practice, think about it. Where do you really lose control? It's when you submit your application. You're talking with a case manager, you're talking with an underwriter, it's really hurrying up and wait. And what can happen from the time an app gets submitted until it gets issued? A client could change their mind. So the quicker we close that gap and the quicker we issue policies, the better it is for everybody. So this application is really a great tool for you guys as agents, and it's what helps us get the applications issued quicker than ever before. I'm now going to cover our life product spectrum kind of at a high level. It'll be a big hit at the next party you go to, I'm sure. Covering it at a high level, we can keep it rather simple. We're going to start with our term series. So we can sit here and think, who is term good for and what is term good for? Term has a great place in our industry. Term is great for a certain term. That's why I call it that. It could be great if you have a mortgage. It could be great if you have a kid in college, whatever the case may be. Another great feature about term is that it's affordable. Term is a great way to get a big chunk of insurance at a very low cost premium. It's affordable because you don't have that cash value aspect, but still, some insurance is better than no insurance at all. So term is great to get that high coverage that's needed for a really cost-effective premium. And also, you're never healthier tomorrow than you are today. You do buy life insurance with your health. You do not buy it with your money. Term is great also because we have those living benefits and those ABR riders that we were discussing earlier. When it comes to our term at National Life Group, we are extremely competitive with our pricing. Overall, a few years ago, we decreased the pricing in our term by about 31%. Up here, we have what's called bands. And for those of you that are not familiar with bands, bands are kind of like buying in bulk. So if you buy a 6-pack of soda, that's a lot different than buying 6 individual sodas. It's very similar with life insurance. For example, band 2, the death benefit would be $250,001. That premium coming out of the client's pocket is actually cheaper than getting a $250,000 policy. I'm going to say that again. If you get a $250,001 face amount, it's cheaper and less money out of the client's pocket than a $250,000 face amount. The reason why, you buy in bulk. It's like shopping at Costco at the end of the day. Also, I have another question for you. What amount of term policies actually end up paying out the death benefit? Some might say 20%, some might say 5%. The correct answer is actually less than 2%. Less than 2% of term policies actually end up paying out. That's why we have this great feature called the term conversion. What you can do with a term conversion, it's essentially a launch pad or an accelerated way to get permanent coverage. So since more than 98% of term policies never actually end up paying out, you can convert your term into a permanent product. One great feature about National Life Group, we allow you to convert your term product into any permanent contract with us. It could be an IUL, an Index Universal Life. It could be a whole life. Any permanent solution we have, we allow you to convert from your term within the conversion period to a permanent product. One great feature is that you lock in your insurability. So if I get $1 million term policy and I convert within my conversion privileges, I do not have to provide proof of insurability as long as I stay up to that $1 million or less when I convert my term to a permanent product. Another great feature about term conversions is that they actually pay full comp for you guys as agents as well. So again, a sale is better than no sale at all. Some clients might tell you that they can't afford it. That's a very common objection. One thing you could ask them, well, how much do you think you would be able to afford? Some of them might say $50, some of them might say $40. If you run proposals, you'll actually find that terms can be a very affordable solution, and maybe they can't afford a permanent policy right now, but eventually they might be able to. Term is a great way to lock in that insurability and get that permanent policy later on down the road. Speaking of term conversions into permanent policies, let's pick apart the permanent life insurance spectrum. On one side, we'll have whole life. Whole life has strong guarantees. You can structure it to be paid up on a guaranteed basis, pay for 10 years and be done, pay for 30 years and be done. It's not as flexible because of that trade-off with the guarantee, and it participates in dividends. On the other side of that spectrum, we have an index universal life policy. An IUL is a very extremely flexible solution. You can pay more, you can pay less, you can build the death benefit a certain way. You also have more upside because you have that flexibility. It doesn't have that guarantee that a whole life policy does, but you're able to earn money in the market without directly investing your money. So staying with that IUL, we're going to talk about our IUL solution at National Life Group. This is our flagship product. Our flagship product is called a Flex Life. The Flex Life is the index universal life solution that we have. This is great for people who want to get tax-free supplemental retirement. You can use it for college funding. You can use it for leaving a legacy behind, and there's much more solutions that you can provide. This is that solution that provides that one umbrella for all of those three financial consumer concerns. Again, IUL is very flexible. As mentioned previously, you can pay more, you can pay less, you can skip premium payments. Obviously, the more you fund your solution and the longer you fund the solution, the better the policy will perform. But again, you can choose your face amount and you can build it a certain way to really gear it towards cash value, towards death benefit. As an extremely flexible solution. When it comes to retirement, you can get your money in one of three ways. You can get it taxable, tax deferred, or tax-free. I'm going to ask you, which way would you want? Hopefully you would say tax-free. Right now, we're in the lowest possible tax bracket in our lifetimes. While that may be a good thing, what does that mean? Eventually, it's going to come full circle. Our taxes will be increasing in the near future. I'm not sure about you guys. I know I would want my money in a tax-free solution so somebody doesn't have to tell me how much taxes I have to pay. The cash value in a life insurance contract, when staying within the limits, is tax-free. So again, I'd rather have tax-free supplemental retirement money than to be taxed on my money. So, why plan for retirement? I had this statistic up saying that 25% of us are going to live past the age of 90. With this statistics, I'm going to ask if anyone knows the name Willard Scott. Why would I bring up Willard Scott? Willard Scott was a weatherman, and he was on a show, and every few weeks he was recognizing a centurion for their birthday whenever they turned 100 years old. Willard found himself doing it every few weeks, then every week, and then to the point where it was every day where he couldn't wish everybody a happy birthday for their 100th birthday. So what does that mean? That means that people are living longer, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're saving more for retirement. If I could show you guys a way to get tax-free stream of income for as long as you live, would that be a conversation that you would want to have? Absolutely, right? That leads us to our lifetime income benefit rider, otherwise known as LIBOR. National Life is the only insurance carrier that has a worthy guaranteed income rider on our life insurance solution. So what's the guarantees in life? We've all heard death and taxes. But what about market volatility? This rider provides you guarantees that you're going to actually like. Once you turn on this income rider, we guarantee you to always have a tax-free death benefit left behind, and we guarantee you that specific amount of money whenever you turn on the rider for as long as you live. I was actually reading an article the other day, and the first person to live until age 150 has actually already been born. So I don't know if it's one of us listening. I'm not sure who it is, but I do know the fact that if they have this solution and they turn on this income rider, then this income rider would provide them a stream of income all the way until age 150. They would still have a death benefit left behind, and it would be tax-free for as long as you live. This rider is available on no cost on our IUL policy until you actually turn it on. Switching ends of that spectrum, we're now going to talk about our Total Secure product. Our Total Secure product is our whole life product at National Life Group. Remember, you suffer the flexibility and convenience with a whole life, but you also get that great trade-off of the predictable guarantees. Oftentimes, people ask, which one's better, IUL or whole life? There really isn't a black and white answer for that because every client is going to be different and every solution is tailored to that client's needs. So you could have a client that says, I really want strong guarantees. I don't care if I have to pay my premium every month. I want to get a death benefit and I want to pay that premium to provide for that death benefit, no questions asked. That's when you would probably go with the whole life solution. The whole life is great because of that predictability. It gives you that strong death benefit guarantee. It can give you a guaranteed cash value growth, and you can have that set premium. It's also very flexible. We can structure it to do a 10-year pay, a 20-year pay. You have those living benefits that we talk about, and you also have the convenience of that easy underwriting program and that electronic application that really is less invasive for your clients. Again, our easy underwriting program and e-app are available on all of our products, as well as our whole life, term, and IUL. So where does whole life fit? Remember, it all depends on that client and what their needs are. So term is great because we have that temporary death benefit protection. It has those living benefits. It doesn't have that cash value, but that's what makes it so affordable. And again, term is the most affordable insurance policy that we can have. And IUL is great for that death benefit protection, the living benefits, earning cash value, being extremely flexible. It's great for that. Whole life has stood the test of time. It's the oldest insurance product that we have in the industry, and there's a reason why it's still around for today. So again, it really depends on your client's needs. It really depends where you fit on the structure, but that's why you want to ask them the questions to find out their needs so you can provide the best solution for them. Fortunately, they won't have to go through the blood and urine. They won't have to wait a long time to get the policy issued and paid. You can get the new life insurance easier than ever before. So hopefully this puzzle piece kind of ties it in together now, the die too soon, the live too long, and the become ill matter. And remember, whenever you're talking with your clients, they don't care what the name of it is. They don't care what it does. They just want to make sure that they have that peace of mind at night, that their family's going to be protected, that they're going to get supplemental tax-free retirement. And it's never what you say, it's how you say it. For example, you can be sitting on a plane sitting next to the person next to you, and they could ask you, what do you do? That's the most common question, right? What do you do? You can tell them that you sell life insurance or that you work for the IRS. I guarantee you it'll be the most pleasant plane ride that you've ever had. That person won't even look your way for the rest of the flight. Or if they ask, what do you do? And you say, I help people retire tax-free, provide guaranteed streams of income for them as long as they live, and actually pay out life insurance death benefits while people are still living. If you wait a few seconds, I guarantee that person's going to ask, well, how do you do that? And it's the same way with your clients. You don't want to say, oh, I'm going to sell you a Flex Life product. I'm going to sell you LIBOR. Tell them what it does. Don't tell them what it is. But I guarantee you that can help you in your sales practice. So hopefully that ties this all together as far as the puzzle piece goes. Contact information, you can feel free to call our sales desk. They're here Monday through Friday. That number is 800-906-3310, option 1. I have the pleasure of now supporting each and every one of you directly. My name is Devon Martin. You can call, text, or email me anytime. My number is 802-505-3506, and my email is D, like Devon, Martin@nationallife.com. One other thing I want to leave you guys with is don't forget to download our application. Whether you have an Apple or an Android phone, you can go right to the Play Store and type in National Life Group. There's one for clients and there's one for agents. As agents, you can see your commissions, change your address, check pending policies, whatever the case may be. And clients, this is a great time for you guys when you deliver the policy to have them download their application. It really helps them with servicing issues, so it could alleviate some phone calls going to you and them utilizing the application. They can change their email, make payments, look at their cash value, look at their draft days, whatever the case may be. I do appreciate your guys' time for listening to me today. Please contact me with any questions or anything that you may have. I look forward to working with you guys, and you guys have a great day. Thank you.